Okay, for this project, I have this grate, and you can see it's been smashed a few times. I finally got this dryer up on rollers, but the rollers still have to go over this grate, and I don't want it to break at some point. So I'm going to make a metal plate cover that goes over this and try to maybe angle the edges if I need to, so that the rollers can go up over it. It might not need to be angled, it's just 16 gauge, but it's pretty strong weldable steel. And I'm just going to weld some supports on so that it stays in place. So go out here and you can see I've gotten started here on my welding table. So this is the piece that I've already bent that I'm going to make sure that that's sanded down and not all weird like that. And then I have this piece that I'm also going to sand down, and then this final piece that I still need to bend like this so that I can have some supports inside 10 inches apart to kind of hold it in there, or a little less than 10 inches maybe. I'm going to weld those on there. I'm not a professional welder, just got started, but my son's done it, so he taught me how. Here's my horrible practices. There, I got a little bit better, but still it's not going to be a professional weld, but it should be enough to hold up for what I need to do. So I am going to move these out of the way, and then I'm going to bend this. Now I did use this seam thing on the first one, but it didn't seem to work very well on this thick of gauge. So I'm going to just use this vise here and a hammer with some cardboard so it doesn't get damaged, and try and get this to go over. So well, not pretty, but it'll do for what I'm trying to accomplish, which is just having a little bit of support inside the vent. So now I will measure, I'll get everything sanded down and prepped for welding. Alright, I have it set up to weld. I'm going to weld along here, and then I might weld on the back side as well. Again, I'm not a welder. So I was too embarrassed, and you might say it still looks pretty bad, but I was too embarrassed to just show this before I sanded it. And so you'll notice I've sanded it down quite a bit, but I also messed up on the weld here. Was using this side and had to switch to this side because I ran out of plate and I didn't want to go buy more. But for what I need to do, this works fine. Let me get this off. All right. Take it in, and you can see I did get some penetration. Maybe not as much as I would have liked, but it's not bad. And if we put it down, I think I'm going to go the longer side over there. Now let's see if I can pull out my washer dryer. Let me grab my, I gotta put up my carpet there. All right. All right. I still have a little lip there, so I might need to use the grinder to grind that. But if I get it up over the lip, I can just come straight out. And if we go back in, see how the metal held up. Alright, yeah, it looks good. So I think it fits in there and it'll work. I just want to maybe flatten it out and angle this and angle that. Alright, since I couldn't make the weld look good, at least I polished everything up. So Now it looks better. And then I also tried to make these edges a little bit more angled. So not only are they bent down a little bit, but I also sanded them down to make it so that the wheels might be able to get over there easier. All right. It is still night and day easier than it used to be, but when I do use this to go forward, I eventually get stopped at those wheels. Actually, let's see. Oh, I made it out this time. Worst case, I got to pick them up a little bit, just barely, to get it over the bump. And then, oh yeah, can go back in as well. So it looks like it might be actually working now. I keep this around it even though it's ugly, just to be able to help me get it started. Way easier. And I can just hide it out of the way. Alright. So that'll help me out until my wife makes me remodel this when she redoes the kitchen. And then I might not need it anymore. But it's nice. And now I can get a new one of these and not ruin it next time. I'll bring out the washing machine. Actually, let's put it in.